Hello. So, like I said last time, the video got cut off right in the middle of my explanation because my boyfriend called me up, which is a good thing. So I was about to tell you about yesterday. Yesterday, like I said, I booked the 3-day yoga retreat, yoga meditation, sound healing, relax retreat, let's call it that, which was crazy expensive, but yeah, sometimes you just have to do what feels right, and I felt right about this, so I just booked it. Now it's raining, so I have some time to talk again in between yoga sessions. So yesterday after I woke up, I'm sorry, I put my alarm not too late. Well, yeah, for some people maybe too late. 9:30 I think, so I had the time to pack from the my stuff in the hostel and get a cab. Cab kept me waiting for a long time though, and after that I came in a nice time. I wasn't delayed or anything. I came punctual at the spa slash yoga studio that organized this retreat. Met with Biren. He's a very nice guy. I like him a lot. He's very friendly, outgoing. Apparently he's an actor. That's something I learned today. And he welcomed me. Of course, we went through the formalities of paying the trip, and then after I got my full body massage, but like really full body, traditional Nepali massage, which is interesting. It's not the same as a Thai massage, because a Thai massage is like a dry massage. You don't do oils and stuff. With the Nepali one, they started with a scarf over your body, do some pressure points, do some rubbing and pressuring first, and then they go part by part over your body with oils. Very greasy oils, by the way. They were very stubborn. They also put a lot of pressure on it, but you're free to say if it's too hard, of course, like with every massage, I guess. In advance he asked me if I like it hard or medium, and I said let's try it the hard way, which is fine. I did not have problems with that, although they sometimes really push on the muscles, like until they hurt. My body is not that sensitive, but my calves really are, and my calves were at a certain point I really was trying not to scream because it hurt so bad. Then after that I had lunch at the restaurant across the street, which apparently also was covered by the price of the 3-day retreat, which was nice. I told him, like as a joke before, I didn't try the momos. Momos are a Nepali national dish, which you definitely have to try. There's a vegetarian option also if there are other veggies out there. It's not like very tasty. It's more like, like with Vietnam or Thailand or whichever Asian cuisine. I think they all have it like the spring rolls. It's similar. The stuffing at least is similar. It's different dough and different preparation. But it's also this is the principle probably. There is also a dip accompanied, which can be spicy. Mine was not that spicy, which is great because I don't tolerate spices all that well. Well, I do like spices, but I don't like too strong spiced food because I prefer to taste the rest of the spices. I like a lot of tastes, and I feel like if it's too hot, too like spicy in the curry kind of way, like the really one that makes your mouth burn, then I feel like the rest of the tastes get less intense, or at least less noticeable. I'm sorry. yeah, so the food was pretty good, not the best I've had, but the cuisine here is relatively similar to the Indian cuisine, but with a few nuances. In my experience up till now, it's not as spicy, as hot as the Indian food, but a lot of ingredients are similar, and a lot of recipes with even the same names are also on almost every menu that you find here. Hope you can still hear me because the raining's really increasing. I'm not sure if you see it, but it's sunny and raining at the same time. That's weird. I don't see it on the camera. Well, so this is my little private balcony. Then after getting some food, getting massage, well, Biren actually stayed with me and talked to me the whole time, even though he was not eating anything or something. And then he had a meeting with his bank because he's actually buying a cottage in this area to build his own resort, which is pretty cool. I told him I will remember it, so if I come back or if any of you guys ever want to come, he's a really nice guy, so think of him. So, where was I? Yeah, food. Next, I met my yoga teacher. Who's really nice, and I keep forgetting his name. Ekram, something like, I don't know. I'll ask him later. Again. He accompanied me to the resort, so this is where I'm actually at right now, since yesterday evening then. He talks for a Nepali guy, fluent English. Of course he has the accent. The accent here, the English accent, is pretty similar to the Indian accent. It's maybe a little less strong, but still you have to focus to understand it. Says the one who talks about with no accent whatsoever. Sorry. No, so he's really friendly, and he's like this tiny guy. I think he might be even, well, I'm not that tiny. I'm 1.74 m. I have no idea what's that in inches. But he's a little bit smaller than I am, I think. And he has been teaching yoga in many countries for over 17 years already, among others in a castle, like a palace in India, in Rajasthan, which is pretty cool, I thought. Yeah, so we talked all the way. Of course, my bladder, which is an eternal problem, protested on the road. It was not that far, it's maybe half an hour drive, but I had a full meal and I had a lot to drink, so of course I had to ask for a toilet break, which is something that happens a lot to me. People who know me know. And then, yeah, we arrived here. I was welcomed by a little bit of an intimidating looking guy. He was the manager of this place, Shivapuri Heights Cottage, by the way. Also worth remembering. It's not cheap, not even a little bit cheap, but it's beautifully located, and you have the best view of Kathmandu. I wake up and I look through the window and I see the entire valley of Kathmandu, so this is gorgeous. Oh, look at that. The muson season is still here. Monsoon in English, I guess, that. Yeah, and the guy, he was very hospitable, very kind, very friendly, but kind of gave me a not very sincere impression. I might be wrong. I don't try to focus on first impressions. I don't believe in them, actually. I think you only get to know people after a while, and I know for myself I make a very bad first impression, so I know not to trust them. But yeah, that's not the image I got from most Nepali people up till now. So this was surprising to me. He also had this Western look over him, not really like Nepali. He wore clothes like Western people, which is not uncommon here, but the entire atmosphere didn't really fit like with a traditional Nepali person, which is fine. Just, I know that something I noticed. After I got my room, he kept on saying he upgraded me. I stay in the main house here. I have a very beautiful room. Maybe you can see a little bit. Okay, my place is a mess, don't blame me. This is my room. As you see, pretty cool. I got everything that I want here. And even the bathroom, for an Asian bathroom, is really nice. This mirror. And there you have the shower. Well, you don't really see the shower part because I covered it up with the curtain. But yeah, this is the toilet and wash basin. So yeah, my room is pretty decent. And yeah, so I first refreshed a little bit. I was so sweaty because we had to climb this very steep hill, and the first, like, I don't know, 50 meters we had to carry my luggage because my yoga teacher forgot to call in advance to ask someone to come help pick them up. Oh my god, that was so heavy. We carried it, to two of us. I had 18 kilos, which is not extreme, but it's heavy enough not to make it on a very steep hill. So, and then at a certain point we were like, okay, let's leave it here. The guy is coming. We see him on top of the hill coming down, so he'll know what to do. This was like, maybe, I don't think he was even 16 years old. He was looked very young, and he lifted a thing as if it was, I don't know, like a doll or something that's not heavy weighted. Put it on his neck, and he passes by. He was so quick. He was, I don't know. This blew my mind because I was catching for air, you know, gasping for air, just climbing with a regular little backpack, and he was with my 18 kilos heavy suitcase, like winning a race or something. Yeah, apparently that's common with the people that live on this hill. They grew up here, so they did the hill like every day. Yeah, so I was very sweaty when I arrived here, and I needed the time to refresh a little bit, like 10 minutes, because right after we started the first yoga class, which means I didn't take a shower yet and just went to yoga first before doing the next part of my hygiene routine. Oh, I felt so dirty. I couldn't even smell myself. I hate it. But yeah, better to shower one time a day after sporting instead of in between sporting and then being dirty all over again. So that was that. The yoga on itself was relatively easy. He asked me beforehand which medical problems I might have, which aren't that much. I have some joints and bone problems, which are still not in that measure of problematic that I don't function, so I'm perfectly fine with that. It just causes me pain every once in a while. So I told him this, and he checked them, and then he did some exercises appropriate for this kind of problems, like arthrosis in my back and knee joint pains and shoulder pains and stuff like that, so he focused on that. Yeah, and it was actually pleasant. I had some yoga courses before in my life, and I did not like them all that much because there was like a bunch of balance exercises, which is very difficult for me for some reason. I don't have good balance. Apparently that's what my teacher told me now. That's because my knees, the cartilage in my knees is damaged, and that is a very big stress for the knee joints, so maybe that's why I have trouble with the balance things. But this one were a lot of exercise on the floor, like lying on your back or like upward facing dog and stuff like that, you know, the classics, and which are very doable for me. So we did 1 hour session, and we ended with not really meditation, but like relaxing, doing the namaste position of the hands, and then doing a few ohms in the end. Yeah, so that was the first session. After, of course, I enjoyed a wonderful shower, and then it was time for dinner. Dinner was like 2 hours later than they said it was going to be, because the other couple that shared the cottage here, they arrived pretty late. I did not know, and I wasn't all that hungry, so it was perfectly fine for me. But They were like, oh my god, so sorry that we kept you waiting for food and everything. Oh, I was like, no, I don't care, you know, it's fine. If I'm hungry, I will. They gave me like popcorn, they gave me like all kinds of snacks that I have no idea what they are even. I had a welcome drink here, like homemade lemonade, stuff like that, so I really wasn't starving or anything. Yeah, and then the dinner was, oh my god, it was so beautiful. It was like a candlelight dinner. I shared at the table with the couple. And the table doesn't feel like a restaurant table. It's more like a dinner table in your private home. It's this massive wooden table with maybe 8 chairs around it or something. Yeah, it was very cozy, and they made so much food for us. It was gorgeous. It was delicious also. Very good quality food. Very traditional food also, not like Western. Okay, the one thing that was a little bit Western maybe was the French fries in a little bowl of French fries you got next to the rest of the food. Yeah. Then I got to know the people. They were really friendly. They were more like from the upper castes here. The caste system also goes here. Nepal is in many ways very similar to India. And they were from the guy was from the 2nd caste, the girl was from the 3rd caste. I think the 2nd was the travelers or something, and the 3rd or the fighters. I have no idea, something like that. And the 3rd was the what's the name in English? The traders. Yeah. You can notice that they were not from a poor caste. They just spent the night here because they had to be in the area and felt like going away for a night, but you pay decent money for this place, so I could tell that they were business people, but doesn't mean that they weren't friendly. They were so nice to me, and they shared their wine with me. They explained me about Kathmandu. They grew up here. They gave me some tips because on Friday I have my birthday coming up, and I'm not really I haven't really decided what to do yet, but they were like, oh, you should go party and you should go see a hospital here, you're a doctor, so check what the differences are and go to the square, Ason, I think it's the name, Ason Square, which is like a marketplace with so many local products. So yeah, they give me some inspiration for Friday. The one thing that I'm not sure about is I do want to go party, but I'm alone, so maybe let's see if I meet some nice people in the hostel or something. They were like, no, you're gonna meet people there, and which is true, sure, but I don't know, I have sort of internal border that is hard for me to cross when I have to go places alone. I don't know, I feel insecure, or like I'm not gonna meet someone to talk to or be sad at the bar alone, you know, like this loser. I don't care about being a loser or anything, but that's not something I want to feel on my birthday anyway. But I'll see where the night takes me. So yeah, that was yesterday, and today is only like 60% over, but that was already a very filled day. So I put my alarm clock on at 5:50, which is so early. And we hiked. I was supposed to hike at 6. I came up at 6 and then there was no one, so I went down again. I found the coffee on my balcony. They put coffee here for me, but I was afraid to drink because I thought they're gonna be there any second, and then I'm not gonna be there and they're gonna be pissed because they are there at 6, you know. So I went back up like 6:10, and then the guy was standing there and waiting for me, so we left. The hike was, yeah, it was okay. I was somewhat disappointed because I expected to go through nature or something, but the guy was like, no, we cannot do that, there are landslides this time of year, it's not safe, no? So we went all the way over the street, through a little part of the village here, and then going back up. So it was very steep down first and very steep up after, to see a monastery, the monastery of a Buddhist monastery, which was in the middle of prayers, which was nice to see. I never saw it before, so yeah, that was nice. And then we took the same way back, because I actually suggested to take a different way back, to go maybe through the woods or something, and that's when he told me about the landslide, so couldn't do it. Yeah, and afterwards I will brief you a little bit more about what else I did today, because my day isn't over yet, but I feel like taking a break now. I've been talking for 20 minutes, so yeah, so see you next time, and enjoy.